authorize the judge to sign any paperwork that needs to be signed to accommodate that.
So moved.
Got a motion by Marty,
Second.
second by Nate. Any question or discussion about that? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. All right, we finally got some bids on the vehicles for public works. I think one was from Ford dealership, one from the Dodge dealership. The Ford was $49,034, and the Ram was $53,783. I'm assuming we're suggesting to take the Ford bid at $49,034.
So moved.
Got a motion by Myron,
Second.
second by Scott. Any question, discussion?
Are you adding anything onto that for your lights and?
No, this bid is just the bid.
Yeah.
I have the budget.
Okay. All right.
Was that Thurman and Poston?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any other questions? And so if y'all didn't hear the answer to Magistrate Chandler's question, Bobby said the light package and stuff is in another line estimate that's already budgeted. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Then we have board appointments. We actually have 3 different ones, and I assume, Counselor, since there are 3 different boards, we should do these individually per board.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
please.
Pardon?
I said yes, please.
All right, so first we have Codes Enforcement Board. We need a motion and a second to appoint Anna Skates. This would be a 3-year term that would run through 12/31 of 2025. And all of these board appointments are effective January 1, 2023.
So moved.
Got a motion by Nate,
Second.
second by Scott. Any question, discussion about that one? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Codes Enforcement Board.
sorry.
Next is an appointment to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Ronnie Stilts. This would be for a 4-year term beginning January 1 of 23, running through 12/31 of 2026.
So moved.
Got a motion by Myron,
Second.
second by Scott. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Then finally, this is the Planning and Zoning Board of Adjustments, another 4-year term beginning January 1 of 2023 and running through 12/31 of 2026. This would be to appoint Jordan Hawkins.
So moved.
Got a motion by Marty and a second by Scott. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. I will say this about these 3 appointments. This was the 3 easiest calls that I've made to get people willing to serve on a board, and I really think all 3 of these individuals would do a great job
Oh, they will.
in this role.
Definitely.
And I'm going to make a pitch so the people that may be watching this or watch it later, serving on the various boards in the community is really a vital component to what happens in our community. And I know sometimes that you think, man, it takes a lot of time. Well, being on these boards determines a lot of what happens in the community. Some of them, especially like the Planning and Zoning, Industrial Authority, and some of these others, determine as much what happens in the community as we do sitting up here. So, if you're willing to serve on a board, and I think, Adam, can I commit you to this? We're going to get a link on our website for people to go in and submit information about themselves if they have a willingness to serve on a board, so we can compile a list of folks that would be willing to serve. All right, moving along. If you had an opportunity to review this, we need a motion and a second to approve a cash transfer of $4,465.46 from the federal grant fund to the general.
So moved.
Got a motion by Nate,
Second.
second by Myron. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Next would be a motion to approve a cash transfer from the general to the jail of $138,664.
What is that for?
I'm assuming
Payroll.
payroll and
Utilities.
utilities.
Yeah, we should get a Class D check anytime, but I just kind of have a provision in case that doesn't
Okay.
come, so.
So moved.
Got a motion by Myron,
Second.
second by Scott. Any other question, any discussion?
I'll just make a comment on that. If you go and look at our financial statement that we're going to vote on here in just a few minutes, it appears that the jail personnel is tracking over compared to what the Class D money is. It's about a 5% difference in there. So the jail personnel is about 45% and the Class D money is at about 40. So we need to highly recommend that the judge be looking at that now, because if you wait
Yeah.
to the end of the year, it'll be just like it has been in the past. It'll be too late. So that's the only comment I have on that.
And they do get an appropriation and conditions report weekly,
Every month,
monthly?
yeah.
Okay.
That's what they ask for monthly.
Yeah. So, I mean, they get, I mean, my point being, they get this at the jail, so they know where it's tracking.
Okay.
And of course, I run it for the departments after every court meeting and payroll, but Brent asks for it every month. And I make sure you get a copy of that jail report
Yeah.
to show you how it's tracking, so.
Yeah. But the percentages that Marty shared are absolutely correct. Did we vote on that?
No.
We were having discussion. Have we voted yet? I didn't think so.
No.
Any other question or discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Next, if you had an opportunity to review the budget transfers, we need a motion and a second to approve those.
So moved.
Motion by Nate,
Second.
second by Myron. Any questions or discussions there? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Then, if you had an opportunity to review the bills and claims, we need a motion and a second to approve those bills and claims as presented.
So moved.
Got a motion by Nate,
Second.
second by Scott. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Then the financial statement for November 30th, 2022. If you had an opportunity to review that, we need a motion and a second to approve that financial statement subject to audit and authorize the county treasurer and the county judge to sign it.
So moved.
Motion by Marty.
Second.
Second by Myron. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Reports. First, I'm going to start with a thank you, and I'm sure I'll leave someone out, so I'm going to do it like this. Anyone and everyone who was involved with making the parade happen, whether you decorated downtown, hosted the parade, and entered the parade, blocked off the roads, whatever your part was in Small Town Christmas, a big thank you. It was a great day. It was really nice. And this was the third year in a row that we've had the official public lighting of the community Christmas tree. That was a great idea, and it seems like every year the crowd for that lighting has gotten a little bigger. And then we had one of the, I guess it was maybe the middle school choir that gathered around the tree and done some singing just after the tree was lit. It was it was really neat to do that. And I just appreciate everyone's involvement in making that happen. It was really good. Don't forget, those of you that are down to attend, the Industrial Authority Luncheon is today at noon, and it's at the high school gymnasium. Then, Scott, you probably want to pay particular attention to this. Joe Plunk called me yesterday and to notify me that there would be a public meeting on Tuesday, December 13th at 6 p.m. at Salmon's Church, and that it's a 31W project that's going to go from 1008 out to Reasonover Drive. And he didn't. All he said was a project. My assumption is it's a widening project because they're working on eventually widening 31W all the way to the county line. But I assume they're going to do it in sections. But that'll be a public meeting and a time for a public to have comments or questions or whatever.
Salmon's Church.
Salmon's Church, I guess, in their fellowship hall there. And that's all I've got. Myron?
No report.
Scott?
No, sir.
Nate?
Yes, I got a couple things. Yeah, with the Parks and Rec, the Nights of Light has had over 1,500 cars to come through since, the first 5 nights. The display will be open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through January the 1st. So the lights out at the park has been a successful so far. Moving on to the master plan, maybe making one more final adjustment to the master plan, and we'll have final drawing in another week after letting them know if there is going to be another adjustment. And we are now listed on the UK Extension Office, statewide list of commercial kitchens available for rent out there at the park. So if anyone want to use this commercial with kitchen out there now, you can rent it out. And
So
go ahead.
the kitchen in the ag building is approved by the health department?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes it is. And with the Boys and Girl Club, their Christmas party is December 13th at 4 p.m. And that's all I have.
I need to add one thing to that public meeting. I said 6 o'clock, which is true, but it's actually going to be come and go between 5 and 7, because there's not actually going to be like this major speech and presentation. There's just be boards up with question and answer, and there'll be people there from the transportation department there to answer your question. So you could come anytime between 5 and 7. Marty?
I was just going to comment on what Nate said. I've heard nothing but positive feedback on the light show at the park. And I also encourage you, if you haven't been through it, go through it. It's very nice to the community. And I think through tourism, they're going to have the Christmas light contest. And they'll have it marked off in different places in the community for people to drive and look. So just something fun for the people to do that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So, but
Good deal.
that's all I got.
Thank you. Counselor?
Just to remind those who have not paid their property tax bills, please pay it by the end of the month. You can still pay at face value at the sheriff's office. If you wait after that, they will be late. You can still pay at the sheriff's office, but there will be fees and expenses added on top of that. So I know money's tight this time of year, but if you haven't paid, if there's any way you can, please pay before the end of December.
Thank you.
Which that would be the 9th probably, because the 30th is a holiday, right?
Correct? You want to tell people about the swearing in, or you want to wait on that?
I can. I think all of y'all know that the swearing in, there's going to be a swearing in ceremony at the Justice Center on December 30th at 1:30 p.m. Deputy Freeman, you have anything on behalf of the Sheriff's Office?
No,
The Sheriff was hoping that would be your answer.
I wasn't last week.
Bill, anything with maintenance? Nelson, anything with fire department? Carter, anything with planning and zoning? Bobby? The road department has something.
Just update information. First off, I take care of it. The Kenny Perry low water crossing, has been, ACES Engineering has got the plans, and they have applied for the permitting on that, so that's where that is. Now, how long it takes from permitting to bids, they're gonna put the bid specs together too for us, so how long that takes. A couple of you asked me about some patching on some roads, and we've done quite a bit, and I told you we'd get some more done, but I can't promise you when it's gonna be now because of the weather and asphalt plants running. We've had trouble with plants running and trying to get what we need, so we still got some done, and if I've told you it'll be done, it will be done, but you may just have to be patient.
We just don't have to remind you every 6 months. Okay.
Yeah, 6 months will be fine. But also, some of our paving for this fall, I doubt that some of that will get done, so if it's not, then we'll get it early next spring. So be patient with it, please.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Bobby.
And I did remind them about the spray project.
All right, if there's no other business, I just need a motion to adjourn.
So
Motion to
moved.
adjourn.
Got a motion by Marty, a second by Nate. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Stay here.